Hello, everyone, and welcome to this We Create EDU Hangout. I'm here with Chase, and we're going to be talking about his channel, ScienceC. I will be monitoring the chat the whole time, so if you guys have any questions or any comments about his channel, please let me know, and I will be putting them in the chat so we can both see them. So do you want to explain a little bit about yourself and your channel?
Yeah, sure. So my name's Chase. I run the YouTube channel ScienceC. So I think I kind of do a lot of like the science behind everyday things, which a lot of times, is physics and chemistry, as that's, a lot of the everyday stuff. So I just, kind of try to make videos that I'm passionate about, or if I have, a question, I'll try to answer it and, make a video on it. So I've been doing it for, a little while. Last year I made a guest video for Tom Scott, and that's kind of what really started my channel and sort of made me, post videos regularly. So I've been doing that for about the past year now.
So we can go over some aspects of your channel. If you go to the front page, you have a good channel trailer that you've done
Yeah.
that shows all the cool little things, all the experiments and explosions and the different TV shows and stuff you've been on, which is pretty cool. And your banner's very good. The only thing I think on the front page is, we've talked about this on some other channels too, putting different playlists underneath. You have uploads and you have most popular, and I think like one other thing. A suggestion was maybe put if you're new here, and then people can just have a couple of videos just to
Yeah.
see what you're about. And then another tip I got from Tim Schmoyer is that if you make playlists, you don't want to just title them like behind the scenes, or like mine are like physics or kinematics. You want to have them also have their own special title that shows what value you're going to get out of that playlist. And you probably want anywhere from 5 to 8 videos in there. And if somebody does click on your playlist and goes through it, that's going to be really good for your channel, because you're going to get a lot of watch time, and it's really
Yeah.
going to help you out. So
Mhm.
that's some suggestions we've gotten from other bigger YouTubers than
Yeah.
ourselves.
Mhm.
I think we touched on thumbnails a little bit, and you're using Photoshop. I think a lot of your thumbnails are good. They have, most of them have some text on it, and some of the ones that don't, probably for a reason, like there's just a giant explosion, so that's probably just going to bring people in. I'll bring up your channel so the chat, there's a couple people in the chat so they can see
Okay.
what we're talking about. Are there any specific questions you have on like your channel page or any of the thumbnails?
Uh, I don't know. With the thumbnails, I just like some people have like their faces in, and some people have like graphics and stuff. So like what's really the best for that. And then also like with the text, is the text, kind of like just a short summary of the title or something different or
I don't put my face in it, but that's the biggest suggestion that people have given me, because it draws people in when they're able to see somebody else's eyes in there. So
Mhm.
a lot of people recommend that you do have your face in there, and I'll go to your actual videos so people can give comments on thumbnails.
Mhm.
Um, I try and make my titles a little, on the thumbnail, a little bit different from what they are down below, just because
Yeah.
you don't see it twice. Um, I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but I try and do my titles for robots, since that's what I think that the search algorithm is looking for at the
Mhm.
titles, and then people are looking at the thumbnail.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
so I try and do the thumbnail more for people's attention, but who knows? Google's getting better at image recognition, so
Yeah.
it might be for them soon. Let's see if the chat says.
You want to put an explosion, they'll probably demonetize it now.
Very true. And in the chat says, also use the legendary red arrow for thumbnails. Don't know
Oh,
how
yeah.
true that is though.
Yep.
So there's only a couple that I think you don't have text on, like the
Yeah.
hurricane one, because you're screaming, and then fire.
Mhm. I just think I really need to start to remember to like take an actual dedicated thumbnail picture, because trying to like, take it from a screenshot from a video doesn't really work the best.
So how did you do your thumbnails for these right here, the bottle flipping and the knife throwing?
I just took 3 different thumbnails from like, 3 different frames. And that was before I had
Okay.
Photoshop. So I took Word and like kind of cropped them and took a screenshot of Word. Yeah, very ghetto, but
It worked.
yeah.
Let's see. No other suggestions from the chat yet, but yeah. Um, Most people that you listen to that give advice say definitely use your face.
Hmm.
Your text is nice and large and you can see it. If you want, if you have, do you have any kind of series that you do? It just seems most of them are one off, right?
Yeah, not really.
Okay. Because some people put borders around theirs for different series, or if you just wanted to have
Yeah.
yours stand out, you can put a border or something on it. Your text seems to be
Hmm.
kind of the same for everything, so you have kind of a branding and a theme. Um,
Yeah, roughly.
so,
Hmm.
so you have certain text down here, and then I guess you're changing your fonts
Yeah, that was
up
when I
here.
got Photoshop. You can tell when it happened.
So yeah, I think as long as you kind of keep them the same, so then when they see it, then they know that it's one of your videos, and they're gonna see something cool, something probably explode, or get to
Yeah.
learn something they didn't know before.
Hmm.
Okay, good news channel to catch you up. We're talking about thumbnails. And do you have any advice for any of the thumbnails you see on screen? Alliterative says, I guess different text in the thumbnail than the title is a good idea.
Yeah, because like you said there, you can read the title, so there's no point in repeating it.
I didn't look at any of the descriptions of your
Yeah, I
videos.
kind of have like a format, so I have
Okay.
like the sentence that I write for each, and then the rest of it's
Okay.
kind of the same, and then I add my sources and other links and stuff.
Okay. I thought that was really cool that you did sources for this one. It confused me at first though, to be honest, because the
Yeah,
one came up and I was like, what is this in reference to? And then
yeah,
I looked through the description, but I thought it was very cool that you, every time you talked about a certain thing, you put
yeah. I think it
the
just depends
numbers
on
in
the
there.
kind of video. Like for something like that, it's using a lot of studies and stuff, so I think it's important to have it. But that
Yeah.
one's a little bit different because I normally do physics and chemistry, whereas that was more biology. So I think that has, with physics, it just kind of the laws, and there's not really like a source for, laws. Um, I guess there's like articles, but with that, it's a lot of studies and stuff, which I think it's important to link to.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop broadcasting.